Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. Today's video is a slightly different one from ones that I normally do. Today we're basically going to be talking about periods and tampons. I actually fell for an Instagram ad. So I was on Instagram just scrolling through and I saw an advert for some tampons and they said that they had CBD in them to help with cramps. And I thought, this looks interesting, so I had to click on their profile. I'm going to take some screenshots and kind of put them up throughout the video, but basically I found this brand called Daye, which is spelled D-A-Y-E, and they do a tampon subscription box. It's not like other ones that you may have seen that have like extra treats in. As far as I'm aware, it's just your tampons. They have some tampons that are infused with CBD, and the main thing I noticed is that people were saying it was really helping with their cramps. They also have some that are naked, which means no CBD. Now with other tampons, sometimes when they say naked they mean no applicator. These have an applicator that is bio-based sugarcane, apparently, and the tampons are made from lab-tested, organic, sustainably sourced cotton. And I was really intrigued by them. They haven't sent me these for free or anything. I genuinely paid for them myself, but I just wanted to make a video. Today I have got the box and I wanted to open it with you, and then I want to check in with you guys after I've had my period at the end of this video, and to tell you whether it actually helped with any of the cramps. So I went onto the Daye website. And on there you can build your own box, which I didn't actually click on, but there you can pick how many CBD ones you want and whether you want super or regular, and how many naked ones you want and whether you want super or regular. I actually clicked on take our quiz, and I went through the quiz. So with myself personally, I do get cramps on like the first couple of days. I can generally normally tell when a period is coming because I get cramps and I also get migraines during my period, which is annoying. And I am due in a couple of days and have like no symptoms whatsoever yet, so that's good. When I was a teenager I used to faint quite a lot and not get much sleep, but now I'm an adult I don't faint. I haven't fainted on my time of the month since I was a teenager, but yeah, so the cramping bothers me, but the cramping is nowhere near as bad as I've seen other people have it. Sometimes, you know, it depends, doesn't it, but it does really annoy me still, and it just makes you feel horrible when you're cramping, doesn't it? And so I really wanted to just try these and see whether they help with my cramping at all. So on the quiz, it says, how many days do you experience cramps during a period? And I clicked that I probably experience them for 2 to 3 days. I'm quite lucky. This may be TMI, but I don't really mind talking about things like this. I'm lucky that my periods normally last 3 days, but I normally cramp kind of like the day before when it's about to start. Definitely the first day, sometimes then the second day. So instead of going 1 to 2, I clicked 2 to 3, just to kind of more be on the safe side. So I did that, and then it says what size tampons do you prefer, and their options are either regular throughout, super throughout, or start super and finish regular. They aren't like the most options really, but I guess if you build your box you can kind of decide, but depending on how many tampons you do use. But I know some people have like extra light or like super plus, and I clicked that I start super and I finish regular, and then I have a recommended box. It says there's a subscription box. You can either click on 12 tampons or 18 tampons. Because my period doesn't last that long, I clicked 12, and they have decided that my box should have 4 CBD super tampons and 1 naked super, and then 7 naked regular ones. So yeah, and then with shipping included, this box came to £7, which I don't think is that bad, to be honest. I normally buy Tampax, but I normally kind of wait till they're on offer or they're like 2 for something. I normally buy a pack of regular, a pack of super, and that does last me a couple of months. So yeah, it would probably be cheaper for me to carry on with my Tampax ones, especially as I don't pay for them to get delivered to me. But £7 for tampons and delivery I think actually is alright, especially ones that have CBD in, so yeah. Then they also have a section which they're basically being very transparent about costings, so you can click on either for information on the naked tampons or the CBD ones, and it tells you how much the tampon costs them, how much it costs to sanitize it, for the CBD, for the testing, the packaging and the shipping, and then total. So the total cost of a CBD tampon for them is 62 pence, and then they sell it for £1.24. And I think that's amazing that they just like tell you that. The true cost of a naked one is 29p and they sell it for 58p. Yeah, so very, very interesting. Their branding seems really cool, even though obviously it's not just about the branding, but they seem just very like open, honest, transparent, and I quite like that. Yeah, I'm going to leave down below a link to their website and also their Instagram username because I follow them on Instagram. But for this first bit, let's open the package up. I really wanted to have a look myself actually because this parcel came the other day, but the sticker on top, I would rip it if I opened it, so I decided to just wait. It says Daye there, and then on the front there is like a little sticker, a big sticker actually, that says for Kayleigh, which I think is quite sweet. And yeah, let's open it up. So when you get your box, you do sign up to a subscription, which you can pause or cancel at any time. Mine is due to be resent on the 4th of June. So what I'm going to do is just see how this month goes really, and see what I think. Okay. Oh, a like mustard yellow. I feel like I kind of match. I've got like an orange dress on. A mustard yellow box there that says Daye. I am excited. Who'd have thought I'd be excited for tampons? Oh, there's a tin. What? Okay. Oh my goodness. This is what it looks like inside. How cool does this look? So we have some like cards here. We have a tin. I'm really intrigued. Let's look at the cards first. This one says Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It's a little postcard. She is a lawyer, gender and civil rights activist, and the second woman to be appointed to the US Supreme Court. There is another card here that says, "Hi, we're Daye." I don't know whether to read it all out or not. I'm not going to, but it basically, I remember now looking on their website or their Instagram, and they talk about the gender pain gap and how women go through this pain, and some women therefore can't work or can't do other things and therefore aren't earning money, etc, etc. And they basically want to help kind of close the gender pain gap by giving women cramp relieving tampons. When you purchase Daye tampons, you're not just managing your period, you're also helping us reinvest in medical research and development. Sounds quite cool. And then there's this other card. How we've upgraded the tampons. So they are bacteria free. They put them through some big testing. Natural toxin free fibres. Ethically sourced organic cotton. Free from lots of stuff. Fibre loss prevention. They have a protective sleeve on the tampons designed to prevent fibre loss. Most tampons, organic or not, shed fibre during wear, which results in a nasty vaginal build-up, aka the perfect breeding ground for bad bacteria. I did not know this. And then there's a CBD infused layer, which is optional. It depends if you've got the CBD tampons or not. Soothes menstrual discomfort. We use 150 milligrams of high potency, 30%, full spectrum CBD. Our extract has absolutely no traces of THC. Lovely, so there's a little card in there. I wonder if those cards come every time or whether like you get a new postcard about another kind of like cool woman on, I don't know. And then I'm going to like flip this over. Oh gosh, I'm really excited by the tin. There are some loose like tampons there in their little packages. There's also something on the bottom here. What is here on the bottom? A bag. Natural. Hi, I'm compostable. Gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so we have the tin here. It says Daye to health on your terms, and open the tin and there's like 3 tampons inside. How cute. But I can imagine that's actually a really cute way of kind of storing your tampons. I really like that. Okay, so they are all like colour coded, but the colours are quite similar. These ones are regular and naked, and they've got the print like all over them, so it should be like easy when you pick one up to find whether it's super or regular or naked or CBD. So they are like green. Then this is, I guess, like a blue print, and this is a super naked one here. And then these ones still are green, but the strip is yellow, and these are super and CBD. The naked ones have a blue font, and then the CBD one has a green font. So looking like that, they look very, very similar, but then if you look on the back, there's a green stripe, a blue stripe and a yellow stripe to kind of help you differentiate, which I think is good. I think it will probably take me a bit used to like which ones I'm looking for, but yeah, that's cool. I'm very excited. I think that with the CBD ones, I will probably wait until I'm actually feeling cramps. And then I'll put one in, and then I'll see if there's any difference. When I'm cramping, I normally take paracetamol, ibuprofen. I sometimes use hot water bottle, but normally I just take tablets, to be honest. I don't use a hot water bottle that much. I normally kind of like forget about that I have hot water bottle. And yeah, so I will see if there's any difference in that. There's also on the bottom of the box, there is like a diagram there about how to use a tampon, in case you didn't know. And then there's also a section written on the box about TSS, which is toxic shock syndrome. And I'm glad they kind of have a thing on there about it, because it's always good to know. Tells you how to try and prevent it, keep your tampon in for 4 hours or less. And then also has a list of symptoms, and then just says, our advice, don't let a tampon overstay its welcome. What I'm going to do though is, because I'm a little bit confused about this bag and what I can put in this bag, so I'm going to have a quick like little look online and see, so bear with me. Okay, so I've worked it out. This bag is compostable, as well as the wrappers of the tampons. So once you've unwrapped the tampon, you put the wrapper in here, and then you can compost it all. The applicators at the moment are not compostable. They are working on it though, so that's good. But yeah, I'm glad I kind of worked that out. I also logged into my account online and I found out that I had a referral code. So everyone has a referral code. It's different to the one that is on this card. So if you want to use my referral code, it would give you £5 off your first box, and then it will give me £5 off my next box, which I think is really, really good actually. I'm really excited to have my period. I will, that's like my little introduction and unboxing of it, and the next clip you're going to see is, I guess, once I've had my period, and I'm going to kind of talk to you about how I found them. So yeah, hope you enjoy. So it's a good few days later now. My time of the month has been and gone, and I thought that I would just do this little segment of the video to kind of tell you my experience, I guess, of using the tampons. I feel a little bit awkward talking about it, because in my head I keep thinking, what if my dad watches this video? But one, it wouldn't matter surely, because I'm just talking about my period, and two, he never watches my videos, so I'm sure we'll be fine. So in my box I got I think 12 tampons and I have 5 left, so I used 7. I this time had a short period. I'm quite lucky that mine lasts between 2 to 4 days, and this one probably lasted like 2.5 days. I used all of the CBD super ones, and I didn't use the naked super one, and then I used a couple of the naked regular ones. So my time of the month, I'm just going to talk about it. The first day, so the day that actually came on, I was really light, and I was cramping, but I didn't have any CBD regular ones. I only had naked ones, so that was a shame. But I used the regular ones because I wasn't heavy enough for super. Then my second day, I was heavy enough for the super ones. I was still cramping, and when I put my first one in for that day, I could still feel my cramping, but the pain started to subside maybe like 2 hours, a couple of hours into it. It started to subside, but I was actually thinking like, oh, this isn't that much of a difference. It's not like, oh, maybe. And as well, I read online that they say, you know, everybody takes CBD, like takes to it differently. So some people will have like complete pain relief, some people only ease a little bit, and I thought mine's only easing a little bit. I also didn't take any tablets. I really wanted to test it, and I was like, okay, well, and then when I had the second one in, so I changed it after however many hours, put my second one in for the day, and during that second one, I completely forgot I was on my period. completely forgot. When it first went in, I could still like feel the cramping, but I had no pain. It was just like how I would guess how people describe a C-section. You can feel the tugging and stuff, but you haven't got the pain. That's kind of, I could feel like that I was cramping, and having that urge that I guess a lot of us do to go to the toilet, but I had no pain. And as time went on with that second one, I just genuinely didn't feel like anything. I really didn't feel like I had any pain. I didn't feel like I was cramping. I only felt like a bit, you know how you get like maybe sometimes a little bit bloated, and again, like you need to go to the toilet, that kind of thing. But yeah, I literally had no pain, and I didn't even take any painkillers this time. And you know, it may have been a fluke. It may have been just one of those time of the months where I was cramping in the morning and maybe it vanished. I don't know. But yeah, I was actually really pleased. And then the last day, I was like super light again. Went to regular and literally only needed one in, and then I was done. I know that's probably TMI, but just being honest. So what I will say from my experience is that I'm definitely going to get another box delivered for the beginning of June, definitely. I am going to edit my box though, and I'm going to see if I can change some of the naked regular ones to regular ones but with CBD in, because when I am having a light day, there's a motorbike going past. There is always motorbikes going past. They stopped for a long time during lockdown, and so yeah, because I think that on those times, you know, when you're having a light day and you can't handle a super one, it will be good to have some CBD in a regular tampon size as well, to help me with my cramps during the lighter times. I'm going to open one up to show you what they actually look like. I don't know whether this will be classed as inappropriate, I don't really know, but they are like this smooth, they're not cardboard, they're like this smooth, almost like plastic, except they're they are, yeah, biodegradable. They feel thinner though, they feel quite like thin to touch. I'm used to using Tampax Pearl, which again is more like a plasticky one. It's all smooth, but when you grip it and squeeze, it is quite like hard and secure, whereas this one is a little bit thinner than the Tampax one. And I kept thinking like, oh, I really feel like I'm squeezing too hard. But yeah, look, I've proper taken it out because I was intrigued by this cover that it says it has on it, like an anti-fiber loss cover. Anyway, I'm going to stop playing around with the tampon. So yeah, I like that they're smooth, but they are quite thin, and like you feel like you can just like proper bend it, which doesn't necessarily feel the most secure as you're bending this and then trying to push it up, but you're kind of like squeezing it with your fingers. But it wasn't like that much of an issue. It's just something that I noticed, and I like being honest and like really transparent. So yeah, I obviously didn't have an issue with it. I didn't like bend and like get it like stuck so it wouldn't go up or anything like that. It was fine. In regards to the actual tampon as well, like they were comfortable once inside. I didn't like notice, I don't know, a difference of how they felt or anything like that compared to ones that I've used before. The pouch that comes with them, that you can put the wrappers inside, there's a pouch that's compostable, and then the wrappers are compostable as well. And I looked into that and I thought, that's really good, but obviously I don't have like a compost heap or anything like that. And I had to like search, what really does compostable mean? Like, can you just put things in your normal trash and it still breaks down? But no, it doesn't. It needs like very specific conditions. I'm not about to start a compost heap. Like, that's not really what no, but maybe I would at one point in my life, but no one in my family has them. I looked on my local authority website and they don't offer anything except you can pay $19.99 to get a compost bin delivered, but then you have to find your own stuff for it. And then I read that it's quite hard to make sure it gets to the right temperature that it needs to in order for things to break down. So yeah, I don't know, like, is it worth it? Like, is it a good thing that it's compostable, or should it be biodegradable? Because things that are biodegradable, it doesn't really matter on what condition they're in. I think this is what I've read, that it doesn't really matter, whereas things that are compostable, yes, they break down quicker, a lot quicker, but they need to be in a certain condition. But yeah, so the wrapper for the tampons is compostable. The actual tampon, even when it has blood on it, is compostable. The applicator is just biodegradable, but they're working on making it compostable, and then the pouch is compostable as well. So it sounds like really good if you're someone who has easy access to that stuff. I don't really feel like I do, and I know I could buy a compost bin. I don't even know where I would start, to be honest, or where I would keep it or anything like that. Maybe that is something that I need to look into. I only know one of my friends who has had a little compost pile on her windowsill in her family home, and I don't know anyone else who's had their own compost or anything like that. So yeah, maybe that is something that I need to look into. It's definitely made me think. I really like the tin. I'm definitely going to use this tin for all my little pin badges, and I wonder whether I will get a tin every month. I don't know. It seems like if I do get a tin every month, that's quite good, I feel like, especially as it's like £7 for the whole thing, and if someone uses my referral code, it's literally £2. So yeah, I think that's everything that I kind of wanted to say about how I found it for a month. I'm definitely going to continue to get them, see if I can get CBD ones in regular and super. It might change the price, I really don't know, but yeah, we'll see. And I think what I might do is kind of keep you updated somehow, I don't really know. And basically I'm just going to keep testing the CBD tampons and see whether actually they are really helping to relieve my cramps. And if it works like 2 periods in a row, it's like, this must work surely. And yeah, if it is working, then I definitely think it's worth paying £7 to get them delivered, come with a tin and a pouch for you to put your rubbish in. And then there's a referral code that gets people £5 off, and then if they use it you get £5 off, and then that's literally costing you £2 for tampons, a tin, a pouch, information. I think that's really good. So yeah, like I said earlier, I'm going to leave my referral code. I'm going to put it on the screen again now and then leave it down below as well if you want to try them out. Really interesting, and you know what, I'm really glad that I saw the Instagram ads and thought, let me look into this a little bit more. But yeah, cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was definitely a little bit different, and let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on CBD tampons. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow in my next video. Bye.